welcome to the PowerTrip Podcast. We're your hosts,
Charmainge.
It's Saquan.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode numero 4. Number 4?
Number 4.
Yes. All right. So, babe, want to start with what? Just like a recap of our week?
Yeah. And by the way, sorry, guys, for the late podcast. I know it's super late. You guys might just be getting it, Friday?
Mm-hmm.
So sorry for that. But we've been tired lately and busy. Well, yeah, we've been busy. Running around and work and school. So, really, that's just where we've been at. And I had a loss today.
What?
This week in the family.
Oh, yeah. Cousin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah, that was sad. That kind of touched me a certain way.
Yeah, it's sad because I was talking to my mom about it,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a lot of children that I've seen been passing.
Really?
Yeah, because remember I told you one of my childhood friends, both of her twins passed away?
Yeah, you did tell me about that.
And they were a few weeks old. They weren't even a full month yet. And then your cousin, he was not even...
I want to say he was 3 or 4.
Yeah, so he was young too. It's just sad seeing young children pass when, they haven't even gotten to live out their life. But you understand that everything happens for a purpose. And they, they were here for a purpose. And now they're in a better place and they're at peace. They're not in pain.
That's true.
So just try to keep a good perspective and rejoice at the time that they did share, here on Earth. Yeah. My week's been pretty much the same. I've been tired today. Today was good. It was a busy day with patients. I had one patient who, sometimes you just have like either patients or customers that just kind of prolong the time with you, when you have other people behind them. And
you don't want to rush them.
Yeah, you want to give them that time and that space to just go over everything that's going on with them. However, this patient and my receptionist, she made sure it was an hour between this patient and the next patient because she could tell on the phone that this patient was more anxious and, was going to have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
However, this patient took an hour to fill out the new patient paperwork. Then, after the person fills out the paperwork, they go on a smoke break.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness, it was funny, but they were really nice and, we got through the visit. I did get backed up, but I ended up catching myself up, so it wasn't bad, and all my patients are usually really understanding, so.
That's funny.
But then, the funny part too, babe?
What?
So after I finished seeing the patient, they were checking out. I saw 2 more patients, and they were still checking out. And then they leave, and then I'm sitting there, and the receptionist, she comes back, and she's like, they came back in to ask another question.
What, they were there just asking questions?
Oh, at the front desk?
Yeah.
When they were checking out, yeah, they were asking more questions, and they checked out, and I guess they took another smoke break. Wow. And then thought of another question and came back.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What type of smoke break is this? Cigarettes? Or?
Yeah, cigarettes. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's just interesting, especially working in a field where, like, even where you work, where you just meet different people, different personalities, and you just see how people operate. It's always, to me, it's interesting. I love meeting new people, and just, because I feel like you can learn a lot from other people, and you can, so to me, and the person was really nice, like I said, and was very grateful for the time. So
I'm up for meeting new people, but you know me, I'm kind of just like to myself sometimes.
Yeah, you're more of the observer.
Yeah, but for the most part, it is cool. When you meet people, you always can get a kick out of some people and learn something new.
Exactly.
Some people are, I don't know, you want to stay away from them.
Yeah, I mean, not everybody is, meant to be in your circle or in your, in your area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't need to taste your energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's been our week though. We just been chilling.
Yeah.
We actually just finished laying down. Well, you was reading your chapter after we were done, but
yeah, we were relaxing, watching Catfish.
Yeah, just laughing at the ridiculousness we see there.
It's crazy, and I have to. So it was the newest season that we were watching, and I don't know if this show is scripted because it has to be.
Yeah.
Because you just watch these people, and a lot of them say like, "Oh, I've never talked to the person on the phone," or let's say every time I try to video chat or we try to meet up, there's always an excuse.
And been talking to them for years.
Yes, that's
sending them
ridiculous.
thousands of dollars.
Yeah, and it just doesn't make any sense. And there's this one episode we were just watching, and this girl, she was talking to another woman, and they were talking about having kids together. So the catfisher was like, okay, well, we could do a surrogate, and she's like, we could start a savings account. So she had the girl, Kiera, sending money to her, $1,000 to save for the surrogate. Then, Kiera finds out that the girl the baby's here, the baby's 2 weeks old. And she had never seen a picture of the baby. She's never, got to see the baby or nothing.
Right.
But she still felt responsible. Like, that was her child. And she had a responsibility and obligation to make sure that child was okay. Even though she's never seen them, wasn't there at the birth, nothing. Come to find out, the catfisher was impersonating the catfisher's own sister. And it was the sister's baby. It was just a mess. And to me, it's just like, I get being insecure and wanting love and desiring, feeling incomplete and wanting something that you feel like you don't have. And it's easy to connect with people over the internet because you're just talking. And I feel like over the internet, judgments kind of go out the window.
Yeah.
To a certain extent, because you can kind of portray what you want to portray.
That's true.
So I understand that, but it's like when you get all those signs that are saying, okay, this is not right, you get all these red flags, it's like you gotta be like, all right, let me do a wake-up call. As bad as I want this to work, as bad as I want someone to truly unconditionally love me, this isn't it.
Yeah, I mean, with that, I don't even understand how she made that many plans without ever seeing
the person.
Yeah,
the catfisher. That's crazy.
That's weird.
It is weird.
We're gonna plan to get a surrogate
and have a child together.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna look for the surrogate. I have nothing to do with any of this.
You get what I'm saying? You should be in the process of choosing surrogate, making sure they're healthy, they're the right person to have your child and carry your child.
Yeah.
And I want to meet you. I want to make sure we're good in person, because it's easy to connect online and it's easy for things to be great over the phone, even if you are video chatting and you have seen the person.
Right.
But once you guys are in person, that could be a whole different ball game.
Yeah, you want to know how they living? What's the movie that we seen where they had a surrogate? And
she became obsessed with the husband.
Yeah.
What was that? It wasn't called Obsessed. I forgot what the name of the movie was. But that's true. And she looked great on paper. In person, the first time they met her, she looked fine, sweet, nice young lady. But nope, she was crazy. Yeah,
you never know. But
you never know.
Yeah, that was crazy. That the scenarios that are on the show are just a little bit
unbelievable.
Yeah, they outlandish. Outlandish.
They are. It's just like, nah, this can't be real.
It can't be real.
It can't be real.
It can't be. And what was the girl from Brooklyn? The one girl, was she from Brooklyn?
I don't know if I think it was New York. I don't think it's.
Oh well, probably somewhere Harlem, Manhattan, somewhere in there. But then the dude from Queens and her friend setting her up, and
so in that situation, it was this girl. She was talking to this guy who lived in the same state as her, but they never met up because supposedly he was always out of town traveling for work.
For years.
For 2.5 years to be exact. Then, she calls up Neve and Max. They come, they hit up the guy, and he's like, okay, we need to talk so we can clear the air, get the situation handled. They meet up. It's this guy that she's partied with her friends, and he was from Queens. And she's like, it was you. And she kind of seemed happy, like she was going to go for him, even though it wasn't who he, impersonated himself to be.
Yeah.
But then he has the nerve to say, yeah, I'm just here to clear the air. I got in a serious relationship, so this has to stop. I was feeling you, but you never noticed me. And then they asked him, well, did you ever
say anything?
Right. Did you ever even attempt to, try to talk to her? And he's like, no. She just never noticed me. And I'm just like, what? And then to tell her, yeah, well, this is the end, this is all this can be. Like, I was about to go off. I was like, oh, no. Oh, no. But then come to find out, I guess another mutual friend ends up calling Neve, and she's like, well, he wasn't the true catfisher. She needs to talk to her best friend, Janelle. So come to find out, her best friend was the actual catfisher, had the boy take the fall and lie for her. And it was just a weird situation. Like, I don't know. These things I feel like have to be scripted in some way because it doesn't make sense.
Well, the only thing that get me about that, right,
mm-hmm.
is you have it where the girl was asking her to send pictures and everything.
Yeah, and then her reasoning behind that was, I was just trying to get her to stop talking to me by doing those things. What if she would have really sent it because she really liked whoever she thought you were? Then what? Exactly. You would have just been looking at, these provocative pictures of her and still not, admit, like, okay, this is going too far. It's me, bestie. Cut it.
For years. You kept it going for
sick.
years.
That's really sick.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Speaking of... Well, I'm not going to say it like that, because I was going to say, speaking of mental issues, but no, but I just thought, I just feel like it's kind of sad, like, because at first I was laughing at these situations, but then I'm like, you know what, it's actually sad that these women are so naive, or, these people in general, women and men, can be so naive and gullible and just desire love so much that they fall for these situations.
Yeah.
And it just made me realize, like, how people get taken advantage of, because it's like, you may really have a great heart and you just want something so bad that you're willing to overlook these, red flags that are telling you this is not right.
And I actually think that's what it is. They desire something so much that
they turn like a blind eye. But it can't even be a fully blind eye, actually, because they're hitting up Neve and Max to be like, because I have a feel, because they know deep down that it's not real.
Yeah, they do. And I think, I honestly believe, all right, by the time they do that, they've given up on it.
You think they've given up?
I think they've given up on it by the time they do that. They have. You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent, but at the same time, they had this little piece of hope that, maybe it's the person, but they don't really want to talk to me, or you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or they think that maybe it's the person, but they're just hiding another secret.
Yeah. Exactly.
Which, in one case, oh man, it wasn't even the person he thought was a catfisher that was hiding a secret. It was the actual guy who hit them up. Did you see the episode with me where it was this guy? He was, writing this girl, she invited him to her prom, but then was like, "Oh, you're off the hook. I'm going with someone else." So they never got to meet up. They finally go meet up. It was actually the girl who he thought it was, but then they're talking, and she's she's like, oh, he's cute, he's handsome, and, you know, ready to get to know him, happy to finally meet him. And he's acting all standoffish and shady. Come to find out, he's engaged.
What?
He's engaged. And then, like, while they're at the table trying to get to know each other, he gets a phone call, walks away, it's on the phone and stuff. So he was like, yeah, I'm engaged. I just wanted to come meet her to see if, you know, it would change my my mind about, you know, who I'm about to marry. That one, I was just like, what was the point? Like, what do you gain? That doesn't make any sense.
It was selfish.
Very selfish. And
for him.
Yeah. And in the end, I mean, him and the girl, they stopped talking, and then he also broke off his engagement. He was like, yeah, I realize now that I'm not ready. Yeah, I think you should have realized that earlier.
That's sad, man.
Yeah, but I mean, he was also 19. So I think it's the immaturity. What?
Maybe.
I think it was an immature. I'm not making excuses for him. I think it was an immature mindset to think that, oh, well, let me see if I want this or if I want that. And it is selfish, like you said as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was Catfish. If you guys watch that show, let me know if you think it's scripted, because I'm starting to think so.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
Or they got in some production deal that this season just wasn't jumping off behind the scenes the way they thought it would, and
they had to make something up for it. Yeah. Did you hear about Michelle Williams putting herself into a mental institution?
No, I didn't.
So I guess she suffers from depression, and she wrote a status, and she was just saying how, you know, all the time she speaks to other people about mental health and how important it is to take care of yourself. So she was like, she finally got to a point where she wants to lead by example. And so she checked herself in, you know, just to get help.
Every psychologist need their
own psychologist. That's very true. Yeah. A lot of times, especially with women, we're caretakers. Mm-hmm. So we're always helping and doing for others. And we always put ourselves on the back burner.
Yeah, it takes away from y'all.
It does. So I think it's important that, you know, I think it's great that she decided to take time for herself and do what she felt was best for her. Yeah. You said she checked into a thing,
mental institution. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what's going on though. That's a lot. You don't think?
No, not if you feel, and I don't know exactly how she feels, and I just heard that it was for depression. Mm-hmm. But if you feel like suicidal or things like that, you know, and you just kind of want to protect yourself from yourself, then, you know, you would go to either a mental institution, or there are phone numbers too that you can call if you ever feel, you know, that you want to harm yourself.
But you think the person that, I'm not going to say that because I don't want to get into that. But okay. Let's talk about, let's go on, since we're on this topic of women, right?
Mm-hmm.
I seen something that said that it was the Navy
mm-hmm.
that just approved servicewomen to wear their natural hairstyles.
I honestly did not know that was against the rules, to be honest. I know, like, in the military, you want a clean cut, you know, you have certain things, certain way that you have to present yourself and look.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know your natural hair, a woman's natural hair, was against those rules and guidelines.
Yeah, and to be honest, I wonder what the I actually wonder what the guidelines were before, because mm-hmm. I thought you had to have it some way tied up or whatever,
mm-hmm.
you know. And when I was reading about it, they were saying that basically now locks, braids, twists, and whiter hair buns are now allowed,
mm-hmm.
and ponytails can also be worn in uniform.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what the heck were they wearing before?
They probably had to do like those tight buns, because you know, with African American hair, our natural hair is thick. So if you do a bun, it's going to be like a kind of poofy if it's in its natural state, rather than if you straighten your hair or blow dry your hair, you can do a bun to where it's more tightly, like, have you seen like a sock bun?
Yes.
Yeah, where it's like more tightly in uniform and it's not, as big.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm looking now. I see.
Mm-hmm.
I feel what they were saying.
Yeah, so it's probably had to be like slick back in a ponytail or in a bun.
No frizz.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy. But I'm glad that they changed the rules for that because that's a little out of hand.
A little?
Well, a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of out of hand.
A lot of.
But seriously, think about it. Like, I'm not allowed to wake up and let my hair be natural.
What if I don't want heat damage? Shucks, cause
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but kudos to the Navy for finally
catching up.
And I think what the article you're reading says something about the Army. When did they do it? In 2017? I think it was the Army. And
2017, the Army approved new hairstyles and stuff.
And the Marines was 2015. So kudos to the Marines for getting this life together before all of these other military bases did.
Yeah. So let's move on to the next little thing we wanted to talk about. And something that came up also was the Made in America Festival in Philadelphia.
Sponsored by Jay-Z. Is it sponsored by him?
It's his. He puts it on.
Okay. Sponsored.
Host.
I
guess. Yeah, host.
Put on by Jay-Z.
Anyway. So, basically, he wrote a letter about his disappointment because the mayor basically said that the Made in America Festival had to be relocated.
Where was it hosted?
Well, it was being hosted, and don't quote me, but it was being hosted on a parkway in Philadelphia.
The Benjamin Franklin Parkway.
Okay, yeah, the Benjamin Franklin Parkway in Philadelphia. And I guess it was really a cultural area where there was a lot of artsy things going on in that area. It was maybe an art district. I'm not really sure. But basically, that's what he had it going on. And the mayor not having it this year.
No, they are having it this year. They tried to
cancel
it this year. However, now they said this is the last year that it's going to be able to be held there.
So they did try to stop it this year, though. Right.
They did try to stop it, but it's gonna happen this year. But reading the letter Jay-Z wrote, he was upset because he said that festival employed 1,000 Philadelphians. It also gave money to multiple charities in the area. They would pay at least $3 million for renting that area.
Yeah, they said that the city was basically pulling in over $100 million.
Right. So he was saying that it brought a lot of tourism, a lot of philanthropy, and a lot of economic wealth to that area. And the thing that also made him upset was that they didn't even have a conversation with Jay-Z about, okay, well, these are our concerns with the festival. Is there something we can do? They just let him know that this was going to be the last year. I think they sent a letter stating that this was just going to be the last year without any type of sit down.
No, they went through a media outlet. He found out through a media outlet.
Okay. Yeah, so it wasn't even directly to them.
Yeah,
they
bad
just
business.
Posted it. Yeah, that's not cool at all, especially for something that's helping your city.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably has some underlying things behind it. And obviously, what it probably have to do with. So.
What? No, I don't.
I mean, I honestly think it probably have to do something towards the Meek Mill stuff. Possibly.
The mayor? But I thought the mayor was in support of trying to get Meek Mill.
Yeah, but you never know what happened when people start getting some heat. So, you never know.
Oh.
Maybe.
Well,
and I don't know.
That's all alleged.
I don't know. I said maybe.
Yeah.
But he did say, the mayor did say basically when they started that, it was at a time where Philadelphia needed the tourism and all of that.
So
And
it's what, now that you got what you needed, you're done?
that's how they roll.
No, that shouldn't be how you
And you
roll.
don't even know if it was pitched like, we can help bring tourism and things like that.
I mean, it could have been pitched like that, but it doesn't mean just because it was successful in doing so that's like someone helping you out and then you use them for all the benefits for yourself, and then after you get those benefits, you're just like, all right, well, I'm done with you, so good luck, Chuck. You gotta go. That's not cool. You don't do that. That's like biting the hand that feeds you or that fed you.
That's true. I fully get it.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying, the article spoke about them not wanting any more congestion and stuff like that going on during that time.
Yeah, like you said, I think there's some underlying politics to it, and it is what it is. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. And just one ridiculous thing that I seen coming up was I guess there's a company that's going to be opening up a store where you can take a nap all for $25.
How long of a nap?
I think it's for 45 minutes for $25.
Wow.
A 45-minute nap for $25. I think that's pretty it's pretty crazy.
That is interesting, but people are definitely going to utilize it. I think it's in, I want to say Mexico or Spain. It's in a Hispanic area where they have siestas.
Mm-hmm.
So where it's like there's a certain time of day where everybody takes a nap.
That's cool.
That is cool. And I don't know if they have to pay for their naps, but...
What?
Huh?
You think they would have to pay for their
I said
naps?
I don't know if they...
Oh,
I doubt
highly doubt it.
Yeah.
But yeah, supposedly this place you can get pajamas and everything.
Oh, included?
Yeah.
Well, I wonder if these are some nice beds where you get a deep sleep. I might take a nap.
It's called Casper. Mattress industry giant Casper.
Wow.
Yeah, so if anybody get to check that out in New York, I guess let us know what it's about.
Well, when does it open?
Doesn't say. Yeah, it doesn't say. It says the flagship store is located in Manhattan, so I'm assuming it's open already. Yeah.
See, my thing is, the only thing with that, I just need to know about the cleanliness of these beds, because if these are some good sleeps people are having, drooling and all that, you change the bedding after every nap. Like, I just need to know what's going on.
Hopefully they do.
Yeah.
That's pretty nasty if they don't.
That is nasty.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get to our topic of...
No, one more thing.
Oh.
One more thing.
Oh.
Kylie Jenner and on the road to being a billionaire. So earlier in the week,
youngest self-made billionaire, quoted by Forbes.
There you go. So earlier in the week, you brought it up, and we also heard this on a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's very interesting how she is on her way to become a billionaire, just off of Is it just lip fillers or it's more cosmetics to this line?
So she doesn't offer lip fillers. She offers makeup. So she offers like eyeshadows, lip kits, and the lip kits are like lipstick, lip liner. I don't know. I don't wear makeup, but she offers different products, makeup products.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, what some people feel is that it was kind of like false advertisement, because she used to get lip fillers to make her lips more plump. Okay. So then when you see pictures of her lips and she has her makeup on, she looks like she has full lips. And what people are saying is, you're taking black features, because typically black people have fuller lips than Caucasian people. And you're taking that and you're making it seem like, well, if you buy my products, then you can have, nice looking lips like this.
Yeah.
So that's what some people's issue were.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Recently?
The podcast, DJ Envy.
Oh yeah,
Hello?
that's what they brought up. But
that's
not what I was bringing up.
That's not what Gia felt, because at the end of the day, everybody knows she has lip fillers. Mm-hmm. It's not a secret. She never hid it. She recently actually took them out too. But what was your point? What were you trying to say?
Well, what I was leading to was that someone created a GoFundMe account.
Oh.
To help her reach it because I guess they heard that she might not.
No, that's not because they heard she might not. So basically, her company right now, I believe, is worth $900 million. Mm-hmm. So she's $100 million away from being the youngest self-made billionaire. Mm-hmm. So someone decided to make a GoFundMe account to help her get there. Within the next few years, I'm sure she'll get there with or without that GoFundMe account.
Yeah.
But that they just this person, what was her name? Something Jew. Fat Jew. They decided to make a GoFundMe account saying this world, like, they can't live in a world without her being a billionaire.
Yeah.
So they were like, we must raise $100 million to help get her to become a billionaire, which is very silly to me because she is doing this by selling her products, which is great. Like, you know, like if your business is making that money, that is wonderful. But why would you donate money out of your pocket to give to her to become a billionaire? Like,
to save.
Billionaire.
To have money to save.
Billionaire. like she's already a millionaire. So she's living, you know, a great life where she doesn't have to worry about it, like want for anything financially. Her child is okay. Everything's fine. Most people who are donating, I'm sure, probably would like to be in a different financial bracket. Mm-hmm. You know? And not to say that they want to be a millionaire or anything like that, but I'm sure that they may want more for themselves. And some people may be satisfied with where they're at. But to me, I just can't fathom donating money to someone just to get them to another level when myself, I'm not even where I personally want to be. And on top of that, she didn't ask.
No.
She didn't say, I need this. She didn't, you know? So you're just doing this to do it. And I kind of feel like it's not just a random person doing it. I feel like, I don't know. Because it just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, there's craze fans. I get that. But it just doesn't make sense to me. And then the name, the fat Jew, like, that's just too weird.
Yeah, well, she's a little over $2,000 already.
Yeah, on her GoFundMe
campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know when it'll hit 100 million. I really don't think it's going to.
Yeah, I doubt it as well. But I know she'll be successful. Like, her business is doing great.
Yeah.
A lot of young women love her, follow her, buy her products. She's been creative with everything. Like, I'm sure she'll get to be a billionaire by herself.
Yeah, all of this itself should have given her a little boost.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. But the thing I don't get either is why some celebs don't, like, stop certain things when their fans, you know, like for this, for example.
Well,
like,
what would be another example?
When the fan is, like, attacking someone else.
Okay.
Based off of a situation that may or may not be true.
Yeah.
It's like they don't speak up to say, you know, you guys, like, this is, if you really truly support me, this is not something that I would want, you know, my supporters to do. Or it's not something that I'm, you know, in line with.
It's entertaining to them.
You think that's why they let it happen?
Either it's one thing, it's either entertaining to them, mm-hmm. or I think that, you know how things are nowadays when media gets hold of stuff. Not media, but mm-hmm. when, yeah, and it is media. So when Twitter or Instagram gets a hold of something, mm-hmm. or Facebook, and everybody starts ganging up on one person or talking about a subject or mm-hmm. a situation, usually their name is connected to it. And by the time it hits the blogs, you know, their name is circulated so many times. And, you know, from there, I think things go up for them, you know. So I don't think they really care sometimes. You do mm-hmm. have some people that stop it. Mm-hmm. That they just kind of like, yo, that's too much. Yeah. You know, they don't want the negative.
You have an example? Because I've never seen anyone really do that.
I don't have the example off the top of my head, but I know for a fact that I was listening to an interview where someone said that they did it.
Okay.
I only know of that one situation, and that's it. So I want to say that people do it, but I think that's why they don't say anything for the most part, though.
Okay. Yeah, I always thought that was kind of interesting. All right, now to our main topic.
Main topic. What do you want?
What?
What do you... Main topic, though. So our main topic for today is going to be, what do you want for your first child? What gender? Male or female? Boy or girl? What?
Yeah, those are the options.
Calm down.
I would like a boy first.
You would?
I do. I want a boy first. I want a boy first, but I definitely want at least one boy, one girl. But the reason why I want a boy first is just because I feel like an older brother, like that's the protector for the sister. And, you know, I would like our kids to be at least, you know, a year or two apart, not too far apart in age, so that they can go to school together and the brother can look after their little sister.
I agree.
You know? And I think just having a boy first, it kind of just, I don't know. I'm used to just the boys anyway, you and Kai. So. Yeah,
and you got brothers and
yeah, stuff. And I have sisters as well. But I had an older brother, and, like, that was, like, my best friend growing up. And I had, you know, my own best friends, too. But that was my best friend. And when we were in school together, like, he always looked out for me. Granted, he did a little bit much with the overprotectiveness. But, you know, I also looked out for him. And it was just a good dynamic, I feel like, to have an older brother there.
I honestly like being an older brother. But I guess the reason this topic came about was this week I seen a lady have 3 little girls. Mm-hmm. And they couldn't be anything older than 5 years old. Mm-hmm. So I think it was just crazy to me. It was my first time actually seeing it. I swear I seen 3 little boys before, 2 little boys, probably. And I really don't even think I've seen 2 girls before.
Babe, I don't know where you've been living.
I feel like, yeah. But together out with their parent, I feel like I'd never seen it like that. Mm-hmm. It almost changed my perspective.
On what you want first?
No. Not on what I want first. But it changed my perspective of having daughters. Like,
what? You didn't want a daughter?
I want one, but then I don't. You know me.
Whoa, no, I don't know you.
Cause you know at first, you know I only wanted two boys. You remember? If I said I'll go for 2 boys, and if I didn't get the 2 boys, I was good because I wanted 2 kids. Mm-hmm. So that's what it was. But I said I do kind of want a girl too.
No, you want. Well, okay, let me not speak for you, but we're having a girl as well.
Anyway. But it didn't change. So it didn't change like what I wanted or nothing like that. It just changed my perspective on what.
You said it didn't change what you wanted or what you wanted first?
It didn't change what I wanted at all.
So you don't want a girl?
I already said I kind of want a girl.
No, kinda. So when we have a daughter, you're gonna be like, yeah, I kind of wanted you.
No,
yeah, I'm telling you that kind of wanted you.
You can't. You can tell her what you want because you can tell her what you want because if I get a girl my first try and if we get a girl the first try, I could be like, yeah, your mother didn't want you either, so hey.
No, I wanted you.
No.
I just said I would prefer a boy first.
She didn't want you first.
No, I didn't say I didn't want a girl first. You said, what would you prefer first? And that's what I said. I prefer a boy first. I didn't say I didn't want a girl first. Let's see. Okay. Use your words, Playboy.
Well, anyway, you know, growing up, I always wanted 2 boys. Mm-hmm. Get my 2 and I will be done. With you, you're not satisfied with 2. So
what do you mean I'm not satisfied?
You're not satisfied with 2. You want 3.
No, I want 2 to 3. I don't know yet.
You're the one that always want me to throw the 3 in the conversation.
Just because you always limit it to 2, but there's a 3rd is a good possibility.
Anyway,
but I don't know yet.
I look at it like with 3, I'm guaranteed a girl.
No.
And I'm guaranteed a girl, and I also feel like it's destined for me to have a girl. So I'm not against it in any form or fashion. Like I'm really gonna be happy about it. Like I think about it and things like that. I just know I always wanted boys. Okay. That's all.
What do you mean you're guaranteed a girl? You're not guaranteed
I
a
am.
girl.
I
no,
am.
You're not.
I feel it.
No, you're not.
I feel it.
No, but you said if you have 3 kids, you're guaranteed a girl.
No, I mean, not even if I have 3. I think
regardless, you're just gonna have. You're gonna have a girl.
Yeah.
In your heart.
Yes.
In your hearts of heart. Okay. So basically, because I guess you answered it. So you would prefer a boy first.
Yes, I
would. And why is that?
A lot of the same reason that you say. You know, and this sound wrong, but like I want to train my son, like, to kind of look out for things. You know, look out for you, his sister. And I know it sounds funny.
No, it sounds. Sorry to cut you off. I'm laughing because I just think about like the little videos we watch of these little boys who just have puffing their chest out, acting like they're big and bad, like they just run the house.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm laughing. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nah. So,
they don't play that.
I'm not allowed to play it right now. I'm gonna play it, but not right now.
They can't see anything.
They can hear it though. I would laugh just hearing it.
No, you have to see it.
I'm gonna play it because I would laugh.
All right, go ahead.
But anyway, but yeah, because I kind of want to have it to where my son will look out for my daughter if I have a daughter. You know, I want her to have that person that she feels comfortable kind of looking out for her. Mm-hmm, you know, where it's not me. You know, I'm not looking over her shoulder all the time. And I feel like with a brother kind of knows the field a little bit. You know her you don't know her friends, but you kind of know who they are a bit. You know, y'all not too far in age away from each other.
If they're not too far in age,
yeah. If they're not. Mm-hmm. So you get what I'm saying? He knows how to protect her a different way.
Right. Yeah, that's true. And I really would like for my kids to be very close with each other, to where they feel comfortable, you know, hanging out with each other, doing, you know, fun things with each other, not being like annoyed to hang out with each other, even though that might come with age. But at the end of the day, I want my kids to be close so that it's comfortable if your brother, you know, comes around and he does know your friends and you know he has your back no matter what, and vice versa. Like, whatever we have, all boys, all girls, mixture. Like, I just want our children to be close, to look out for each other, and, you know, family comes first, no matter what.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Like, I really don't care what I get. Mm-hmm. You know, I have a preference. That's all.
Right? Yeah, exactly. We both have preferences. I want at least a boy and a girl. You want at least a boy.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can do I don't know if I could do 2 or 3 girls.
2.
Not that I can't do it. Not that I can't do it.
Hush your mouth. Yes, you could. Why? 2 little me's running around? Oh, wouldn't that be a joy? 3? Boy. That would be so... Honey, all 3 of us, come on now. Be the luckiest thing in the world.
Yeah, right.
Please. 2 of your little peanut heads running around?
2 of me?
Yes. We're good with 1 boy, 1 girl.
I'm so calm. Actually, I'm chill.
No.
Yes, I am.
No.
For the most part, I'm chill. You leave them alone, they not gonna bother us.
No. I doubt it.
Yeah. Once they hit that age to where, you know, they ain't running around the house too much, we good. You know?
Not with your child, no. But anyway, guys, we digress.
Can I play this?
Yeah, go ahead and play your little thing. Let's see how funny it sounds through the podcast.
You said let's see how funny it sounds through the podcast?
Yeah, let's see if people think this is funny. Turn it up. So if you guys want to try to find this video, it's called I'm the Daddy, I'm Grown. Kevin Hart Facebook. You can...
why do it say Kevin Hart Facebook? You put it up first?
I don't really know. Unless this was something Kevin Hart.
This is the first time I ever seen this though.
The video?
No, it say Kevin Hart.
Oh. Anyway, yeah, okay.
You the other girl. You the mama. So, at least I'm a girl. At least I'm a girl. And I'm a daddy. I'm grown. I'm a daddy. I'm grown. Stop hitting your chest. You're making it ring. You think you tough?
Yeah, you have to watch it because this little boy, I swear, if that was my son, I would have been chucking a pillow across the room at his little peanut. Like, if you don't go sit your little self down, like, you should have seen him. Like, he got his chest puffed out and his arms linked over like he's just Mr. Muscular, beating on his chest. Yeah, holding his Sprite, beating on his chest. Sometimes he's the daddy.
I'm grown.
I'm the daddy. Like, relax, little fella. Simmer. But yeah, that was a funny video. You guys actually have to watch it though. I think watching it puts it in more perspective.
I feel like that's how you make it seem like my child gonna be walking around like.
No, I don't think your child's gonna be like that. Nah, I don't think that. I just think your child's gonna be hard-headed. No, not a walk in the park. The child who acts most like me is gonna be a walk in the park. Growing up, I was a goody two-shoe. I got in trouble the least out of my siblings. You, on the other hand, you were defiant and you listened, but you talked back a lot.
I did talk back. You're right. I talked back. I think it's just because I'm smart though.
No, it doesn't just because you're smart. But I mean, you still had a good mindset.
Yeah.
Because okay.
And I think we're gonna have to deal with it with them too. I'm gonna have to try to teach them not to, talk back. But I think a lot of it. Well, I'm not gonna have to worry about it because I'm gonna talk to them about it.
Right. Like, we're gonna have conversations. Like, I think having a mixture and a balance of both of our personalities is ideal. Because I wouldn't. You okay? The water went down the wrong pipe?
Yes.
Okay, you good? Mm-hmm. All right. But yeah, I think I didn't speak up enough, and I think you spoke up, I don't want to say too much, but...
No, I didn't speak up too much.
You spoke up a lot.
I really
whole lot.
Trust me. No, I didn't.
Whole lot.
Way more than you did, but I didn't. Trust me, it's a lot of times I didn't speak up.
Yeah, well... Anyway, so I prefer a boy first. He prefers a boy first. After we get married, we'll see what we get first.
You didn't have to throw that all in there.
Yeah, I did. First comes loves, then loves. First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes the baby and the baby carriage.
Yeah, but I don't know. Anything else we want to talk about?
No, just the health tip of the week.
Oh, yeah.
So the health tip is making sure you get enough sleep. Sleep is so important. While you're sleeping, that's when your body's allowed to heal itself. So if you're not getting sleep, you're not healing. And, a lot of people say... oh, well, I'm good on like 4 hours of sleep a night or 6 hours of sleep a night. I really feel like ideal is 8 hours of sleep a night. And a lot of the big institutions also feel that way.
It depends, I guess, though. It depends.
What depends?
Your age.
If what? Age. On how much sleep you need?
All right, so check this out.
Actually, the younger you are, the more sleep you need.
Maybe
because your body's growing.
But you could go without it.
No.
Longer.
You can go without it because you're more vital and you're able to bounce back. But to really be healthy, you need more sleep. Like newborns from 0 to 3 months need about.
Well, I'm talking about like.
Go ahead.
I was talking about like 16 to 19ish in there.
Yeah, 8 to 10 hours.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And then from 18 to 25, about 7 to 9 hours.
Well, that's what messed me up then, I guess.
What?
Probably from 16 to 17. Starting like 16, 17, all the way to 23, 24. I was getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep.
Yeah, that's not good. It's definitely not good.
But I used to pull it though. I don't know how I was doing it.
I mean, people can do it, but a lot of the people who don't get enough sleep, they're drinking tea or coffee or energy drinks to get them through the day.
I don't know how they do that either. Now, for some reason, I've been crashing. Like,
because it catches up to you.
Yeah, nowadays it catches up to
long. You can only do that for so long before your body is kaput.
What the heck was that?
But your body poops out on you.
But nah, yeah, I see it because these last, just yesterday and today, I've been knocked. Last night, no, the night before that too, wasn't it? I couldn't stay up.
Yeah, you couldn't stay up. No, you typically fall asleep because you just be so tired, and you work out in the sun, so the sun can be draining to you too.
That's true.
You know, one thing I do want to talk about, and we could probably talk about it next podcast, is not just because like you're more vital when you're younger. Still, the importance. Don't take advantage, because a lot of the elderly patients I see, they tell me how they worked so many hours and so hard.
And they wish they didn't do it.
No, they don't say that.
No, some of them.
Okay, well, honey, let me finish my statement.
Go ahead.
Because I'm talking about my elderly folks. Okay?
Go ahead.
But
sorry for cutting you off.
No, that's okay. But they don't necessarily say that they wish they didn't do it. But what they say is when, they did it so that they could retire and enjoy their retirement. But now that they're retired, they're in so much pain and they can't even enjoy it the way they thought they were going to be able to. And, I always tell them, like, it's sad the way our society is, because we're taught you work so hard now so that you can reap the benefits later. But then when it comes time to reap the benefits, our bodies are, beat up. Our bodies are, suffering from all of the hard work that we just put it through. So I think we could talk about that next time, but just trying to find a way to make sure, we talked about self-care, which is important. It kind of ties into that as well. But finding a way to have a work-life balance and maintain, and take that time for yourself and make sure you keep yourself and your body healthy. Yeah. So that you can enjoy retirement.
Yeah. I think people are doing, for the most part, more people doing a good job.
Our generation.
Yeah, our generation are doing, and I'll say nowadays, at work, it's older people too doing it.
Our generation goes up to what, 35?
No, I'm talking about older than that.
Like 40s?
Yeah.
Doing what?
40, 50. I can tell they working out. They come in there with their jogging,
Well, it's not just about working out.
Well, I look at it like, I know it's not just about working out, but I think I see a lot more people in our generation and an older age bracket just working out and
trying to be more health conscious.
That's all.
Yeah.
And I know it's more to it at like working out, your diet and
that's not what I was.
More everything.
Yeah. I was just referring to not working 60 hours every week and taking breaks for yourself and trying to find that work-life balance to where, you're not losing sight of, spending time with your family and things like that.
Yeah,
and your health.
Yeah, all of it come up.
All of it together. Yeah. So we can talk about that next week.
That'd be cool.
Okay. So guys, this wraps up tonight's episode. Honey.
What's up?
Hit them with our social media.
But we like to hear from y'all. Excuse me. But we like to hear from y'all about all the subjects. Let us know what you think about having a boy or a girl as your first child, or for you that do have kids. Let us know, what changed for you. If you wanted a boy and got a girl, or wanted a girl and got a boy, what did you think about it? Did you still want the boy after it happened, after you had the girl, or did your mindset completely change around? You can let us know what you think about the Kylie Jenner situation, on her way to become the first the youngest self-made billionaire. Let us know about that. Let us know about the catfish thing if you want us to hear about it. Also, let us know about what you think about the sleep topic, and if you have problems getting sleep, if you would like any advice that we could give you.
There's some sleep hygiene tips that you can do to get restful and a good night's sleep that I can give you guys.
Yeah, because like I said, I used to be the one that never got sleep, and it was because I couldn't go to sleep. So when I was young, like 16 to 18, 19 too, kind of, it was just because I couldn't go to sleep. I'd be up all night. Even if I wasn't on the phone or nothing, I could watch TV all night. I could just sit there, dude.
Yeah, that's part of the problem. You shouldn't be watching TV. But go ahead. Babe, I said give them the social media.
That's true. And I just started talking again. But yeah, we would like to hear y'all thoughts on all of that. Follow us on Instagram at the PowerTrip Podcast. We're on SoundCloud at the PowerTrip Podcast as well.
iTunes and Google Play.
I'm still trying to figure out iTunes.
Okay, well, Google Play right now.
But we're on Google Play Music. You actually have to go to the Google Play Music app, not Google Play. So go on Google Play Music. Check us out. We're on Libsyn now. Still on SoundCloud, like I said.
YouTube.
We're also on YouTube, so follow us on all of those. Subscribe on YouTube. Also, make sure you send us emails to the PowerTripPodcast@gmail.com. We're looking forward to replying back to you guys. And we're on Facebook too now. Sorry, by the way. But we're on Facebook.
You made the Facebook page?
I did, but I gotta dress it up. But we're on Facebook if you guys want to go ahead and start liking that. And
alrighty, well, you guys have a blessed day, and we will see ya or talk to ya next week.
See ya.
Peace.